Sip slow, sip slow, sip slow, sip slow, sip slow, sip slow.
Frank Lee, homie.
I'm only sipping it slow. Come with me on a ride. I'm only sipping it slow. Take a sip, I bet it gets you right. And I only speak it if it's real, yeah. Only spill it if it's true, yeah. Everybody want the tea, so you already know the deal. I always sip slow. Come with me on a ride. I'm only sipping it slow. Only helping you grow. Tell you things that you need to hear, not only things you wanna know. Keeping you up on your current events. I swear the world's so cold. Talking about marriage and sports too. Man, you gotta catch the show. You better believe me. Got Alex Weezy, J Marks and that JT, make it look easy. Whenever they speaking about any topic, if I spoke about it, I was really about it. Ain't no front, I was real about it. In my white cup, it got hen inside it. It's a message for everybody. Now I'm only sipping this slow. Come with me on a ride. I'm only sipping it slow. Take a sip, I bet it gets you right. And I only speak it if it's real, yeah. Only spill it if it's true, yeah. Everybody want the tea, so you already know the deal. I always sip slow. Come with me on a ride. I'm only sipping it slow.
Yes. This is the Sip Slow podcast where we help ourselves as well as others. Raw, real, and uncut. Audio work weekly. It's your boy, Mr. Money Don't Sleep, so T Weezy can't rest.
This your boy JT.
Man, this is J Dub, man. Just want to say what's up to you fellas. We got Duke here too. I don't know. He'll be back. You know, that's the beauty of technology. You never know what you're gonna get. But I tell you one thing. We don't sleep. We be back. Here we go.
Shoes. What's y'all drinking toast today?
I'm on us a rock with a little splash of cranberry juice.
Hey, you know, I'm on that H2O, man. H2O sipping it real slow, my dude.
Man, I got me a little of that made me a little whiskey sour, man. Wanted to change it up a little bit today. But I also want to promote something, man. Anybody get a chance, y'all drink wine, red wine, go check out that Snoop wine. It's called 19 Crimes. They got that Cali Red. Check it out. It's real.
No. What's the percent on it?
That one is 14.1.
Oh, okay. It's gonna do something.
You know.
Already. Well, I'm sipping on a little Evans Williams, you know, with a little splash of that cranberry grape, you know. A little cool outside. You need something that's gonna get them insides right. So man, first off, man, happy birthday, Doug, man. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yes, sir.
I sure appreciate it, fellas. You know, turned 41 today, still blessed, healthy as I can be.
Right.
And thankful for everything and everybody that's in my corner and around me, man. Thank y'all.
Cousin that Glenn Rice.
Yeah. All right.
I was there still trying to think of one. Terrence Newman.
Terrence Newman. Yeah. That 4-1, nice.
Yeah.
But Glenn Rice, yeah, you took it with that Glenn Rice. That's all right. So man, so it's your birthday, Doug. Don't give them some free game.
Man, wanted to tell everybody today, keep it real quick and simple. Uh, just know this: someone who smiles too much with you can sometimes frown. Can do the same type of frown with you behind your back. Point of the matter is, watch who you deal with.
All right.
Already.
Backstabbers.
Okay.
Wow in your
I
face.
think I think Marvin C's had a little something on that.
Here he go.
Backstabbers. All right.
That boy got that old spirit.
The OJs.
Okay, yeah, no doubt, man. So, how was y'all Thanksgiving, fellas?
It was good, man.
It was good. Low key, chill.
I can't complain either, man. Unfortunately, I thought I was gonna be a little under the weather. I had to go get my COVID test to just double check and make sure I was good, man. Started feeling a little bad Friday night into Saturday morning, but thank the Lord, wasn't nothing but just, probably some just residue. Just needed a little rest.
So you got tested?
Yeah, man.
So how did they do it?
Man, they did the swab in the nose, man. I tell you what, if y'all never done it, it's uncomfortable. I'll just say that much. It's uncomfortable. It don't hurt. Just don't move. I'll put it like that.
So how long?
It's my second time.
How long for your results came back?
24 to 48 hours. So by the time Sunday came around, well, yeah, they sent them to me Sunday. Wow. Sunday night. I got them Sunday late Sunday night.
You had to use your insurance, or how that work?
Yeah, man. I had to go ahead and pull out that insurance card, man. If not, they try to hit you over the head for about $100 and something. And if you want like a rapid where they can do like the spit, that's almost $200 and some to do. So thankfully, with insurance, it helped out.
So it's money to be made.
Somebody. It is money to be made, man.
Well, shoot, we had a pretty good Thanksgiving. I got off work kind of late Wednesday night, and me and my father-in-law had planned to go on and start cooking cooking the barbecue. And he was like, well, we'll do it in the morning. I was like, cool, maybe about 4 or 5 in the morning. And then he ended up going and knocking it out Wednesday night. So that was a good look because, I told you I was going to mess with them beans. So I got on there and soaked them beans. I got up about 5 something Thursday morning and soaked them beans and let them soak I had them soaking overnight, my bad. Had too many beans. Had to go to my mama's and get a bigger pot. So we got them beans together and everybody showed up kind of early, but man, we was waiting on the cat to fry the turkey and then had the stuff fried and had to go get some more propane. And so man, we didn't start eating. I would say it was down there 4 o'clock in the evening, boy.
Stuff like Marvin.
Oh boy.
You gotta take your sandwich in your back pocket, man, with stuff like that.
Man, all I had did was ate some my mama fixed the pecan sweet potato pie. Ooh. So I had ate some of that in the morning with a little milk just to So it was by 12:30. We was getting ready to take a bath. Me and my father-in-law got on the yard out here and this and that. And she was like, people are already here. So I got in the shower, got out. got on that drink, and like I say, we didn't eat till about 4. Man, drink got big. Oh, yeah, it got big, man. So we was feeling pretty good.
Hey
And
man, nothing wrong with that.
Not
by
at
the
all.
time we ate, I was about out of there. I was ready to tell them it's time to go home.
Be like Martin, man. You ain't got to go home.
Yeah, you gotta get up out of
You got to
here.
get up out of here.
So we knocked that out and had a good time. Not too many people. Most of the time we was outside, so trying to avoid that COVID deal. Um, but uh, so I'm gonna ask y'all this. What can a man do uh to change his appearance? Because a woman can, she can do the wig, maybe cut the hair, eyelashes. They got all kind of stuff they can do. But what can we do as men? Because I asked y'all because I got in trouble Friday. So I'm gonna,
How you get in trouble,
y'all
T?
y'all ain't answering my question.
Well, I mean, the main thing I would say is just self care, man. Taking care of yourself, man. Getting facials, you know,
Mm.
making sure you keeping a fresh haircut.
That's that money talk. That's that rich talk.
You groom, that type of deal, and being in shape and eating healthy. Just self care.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
Okay.
That's a good
But
one.
I asked, what can we do to? Okay, I got you.
Well, you know what you could do? Probably let your hair grow out, man. Get some braids or something. Let your beard grow a little bit. I mean, you see me, shit. I'm letting mine grow out, man. Goddamn, next March probably.
There you go, Jay.
Ah,
So, I might get it platted or something. So you
You
could do
gonna get
that,
it
and
both?
maybe,
quarantine.
yeah, that's it, man. Caveman.
That
But
no.
you could do that. Maybe get a couple paws or something. Maybe die. Shit, I don't know.
Yeah,
Mm.
switch it up.
That's like you're thinking, Mo. Man, I don't know, man. I mean, outside of what you already do, you get a haircut, you wake up, you brush your teeth, wash your face, take a shower. If nothing else, just make sure your clothes pressed and you go out looking sharp.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
it ain't too much we can do, man. Only thing we can do is compliment. That's the best
Yeah.
thing I can
all
say.
right, accessorize.
Hey,
Cause
So,
it ain't made to put on no makeup, man. No eyelash, none of that shit.
Nah.
so, you know, so basically, it's not a lot we can do.
Right.
Nah.
So
hey,
go ahead.
I was gonna say on the flip side of that though, you got to get to a point and wonder like, does a woman always have to do all of that to really feel her true beauty? There's nothing wrong with enhancing and all, but don't make me feel bad for the things that you're doing to either enhance your beauty, try stuff, or keep up with somebody else. That's my take on it.
Well, you know, I love my wife, just in sweatpants and no makeup.
There you go.
So it's no problem with me. I really don't even like her to put makeup on,
Already.
but every woman can't do that either.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Talk.
So uh so I brought that up to y'all because you know, I go to the barber shop, I do the same thing, little taper fade, little 1.5 on it. And man, after a while, you like, man, I want to do something different. So I got my taper. I'm 1.5. Shout out to Hill, because my boy Hearn wasn't there, so Hill got me. And I had my beard, right?
Yeah.
And I've been growing that, I guess, about 2 years. So I told my boys, I say, look, man, Daddy gonna cut the beard. And they, oh, don't cut it all the way off. So I had a goatee when I left the barbershop, but I decided that wasn't my best look. So I went back to my old school, that original look, but it didn't go well at the house. It didn't go well.
You ain't asked no questions before you went to the barbershop and tried to change it up.
Nah, I'm grown.
That's true. You love
But
yourself, man.
yeah, so nah, that didn't go well, man. But y'all didn't notice, so it must wasn't that, and noticeable.
We noticed, but man, we dudes. We ain't finna say. I noticed it. We ain't finna just brag
No
on it like,
homo.
oh nigga, you done cut your beard off. Cool.
I mean, dang, man, cut his beard. Hey, man, dang, what happened? To I see you. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's true.
I did mention your haircut though. I was like, yeah, I see you fresh. You got you. You know, I mentioned that.
I
You got it pressed down, shaking together.
Yeah,
yeah, I
Let it run
mean,
over.
running over.
we worldwide. You gotta watch how you present yourself out here. But so me and John was talking last week, and I brought up a point about how I don't see mainly the white people marry somebody that they not equally yoked with. That's a better term, I guess. Because even in high school, I didn't see the people that had money go get somebody from the trailer park. And they wasn't their boyfriend and girlfriend. They get with people that's on the same level as them. So, do you marry for money or for love or date? And I feel like that you need to, if you got kids, you need to kind of teach them about that, because who you choose out here makes a big difference in what goes on in your life. Uh, the Bible says you need to be equally yoked, and I don't think we teach our kids that enough. Because I wasn't taught that. We looking at love, or we looking at, she got a pretty face and a, nice little old body on her. But man, that ain't gonna get you to the show. That pretty face and body,
Yeah.
that's cool. But on the flip side, you don't want to just be uh not having feelings for somebody because they might have some money. But being equally yoked can mean that we both have went to college, or I got a good job, she has a good job, or we working towards that. But to just take something and you the one got to do everything, man, it get hard sometimes. So I do think that you need to consider all that.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I could say maybe back in the days, people got married for love. It wasn't money back then. They did it for the right thing, the right reason. Now, in this time of generation, shit, they getting married for money or just whatever, you know. So they ain't got to work. You got some lay around while the woman out working, or vice versa. But me, I got married for love though, man, because it was love at first sight. So I ain't care if she had money or not. But as you get older, you want the best for your kids, the wife, and all that. Now, but that's kind of where it's at though. I think, some people do money and some people do love though. Now if I could go find me a famous, you know, movie star or some shit, I'm going for the money.
All right.
That's it. That's it.
I'm getting in trouble now.
That boy Mo. He ain't lying. Oh man. I would look at it as, how do you define bringing something to the table? You essentially you want, let's just say you'd hope that a woman wants the same thing as you, and that's somebody who has ambition, somebody who has drive, somebody who has motivation, that even if maybe they're not doing it right now, you see enough in them that with enough opportunities and them keep working, keep pushing, keep grinding, they'll eventually get to having what it is everybody wants, and hopefully you see that from both sides. I learned things from my wife from a financial standpoint that I wish I had been doing, as a younger kid, that it pushed me and motivated me to work towards those things and get to that point so that I can be, as from the financial standpoint, I would say equally yoked as where her mindset was. So it all depends. I mean, I don't think any relationship starts off as true love. I mean, you still got to live through some things. You got to learn that person. You got to know that person. And eventually it gets to that point. But the inner, what you see in that person is what I would hope that you rate that on, or you grade that on, as far as the money and how that will come, as well as the love. But I mean, the love, I think, can come sometimes quicker than the money. Not everybody is, had that silver spoon in their mouth, but if you have a driving force within you and that determination, I mean, and then you don't let nothing stop you from reaching your goals, then I think the two can kind of merge, and then they become a beautiful thing. But that's just my take on it.
Already. Me, I'm gonna go after that love, man. You know, that's what's gonna last. That's what's gonna be the whenever you're dating, and there ain't nothing wrong with the money part, but whenever you're dating, you collecting data, and during that process, you can kind of determine what type of person that person you're dealing with is
Yeah.
by how they act, what they say. Are they driven? Do they have goals? You can learn a lot just by dating. Now, realistically, you can't neglect the money side, and I choose love over money any day. But at the same time, you want somebody that to love you, and if they love you, y'all will be able to get money together. Y'all will be able to do whatever y'all need to do to survive together to make it, if the love is there. So if if the love is there, it's gonna work out anyway. But the money part, you marry somebody or somebody marry you just because of the bread, and then we all know what's gonna happen when the bread go. They gonna go too. Or they gonna go before the bread go to somebody that got a little bit more bread than what you got. But I would say uh realistically, you want love, but also you want somebody that you could get money with, and that y'all could, be successful and have a family, and build together and all of that. But go ahead, T.
but but you ain't going to the hood to get no chick either.
Nah, nah, I'm not. I'm not. But too, if you take it to the scripture, if you in line with God and all of that, He'll give you the desires of your heart. It's no man is
That's
no man,
nice.
no man wants to not have and go lacking. So, of course, that's gonna be a part of being prosperous and part of his desire. But at the same time, I believe love is more important.
But one thing I would say, no matter if you go to the hood, you go to the upper class, you go to the rich, uh, who that person has to show who they are to you first, and
Fact.
you have to show who you are to that person before you can determine one way or the other. I mean, if you go to the hood, you know what you involving yourself with, so it shouldn't be about
Yeah,
necessarily money.
but you might be in love with that, and
It,
there's nothing
it's nothing
wrong with
wrong.
that at
You're
all.
absolutely right.
But like I said, when me and John was talking, I was like, well, man, when we was in high school, uh, we don't see, like I say, the white folks doing that. They normally dealing with on the level that they on. Now, that might be some of the reason why when things go south, they woman goes south. Now that that could be that could be that too.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, y'all can say what you want, but when you got somebody on the same level with you and y'all start out here in life in the real world, that makes a difference. I don't care what you say.
And you're right, T. You are 100% completely right.
Whoa,
But
whoa, 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 whoa. Let me be like Al. Let me tie my loose end.
Oh,
Now, that's not saying that we just gonna go look for some money. No, it would be nice to find those all that in one person. I'm just was speaking on the conversation me and you had, but there you go.
nah, you cleaned it up. You cleaned it up. But you you uh you yourself, you yourself, right now, if you right now, hypothetically speaking, because you married to kinfolk, if you weren't married, you were a single man, and you had a whole bunch of M's, talking about crazy money. Would you would you allow somebody around you, uh, or would you date somebody, or would you interact with somebody that didn't have money, or would you interact, or
Interact, yes.
I mean, or date? We're talking about dating. Would you date somebody that didn't?
Now, if I got M's, then I'm in a different circle, and I'm a move in that circle, and hopefully I can find that true companionship and love in that circle. But no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Uh, no, I ain't dipping down and all that.
But that's the
Okay,
crazy thing about
okay.
compatibility, though, man.
There you go. There you
You
go.
you you just never know who may spark your interest.
Right
yeah.
now,
And I mean, I know what you're saying about having the M's. Because you essentially you wouldn't be dealing with a certain level or below. I get that, but what your heart desires, you can't deny, no matter where they are on that scale.
Yeah, but my heart can desire some stuff up there too.
okay. Now,
Okay,
now, now, now,
Man,
now, let me
if I had the
reciprocate that.
if
Go
I
ahead,
had
Jay.
the M's, oh, now go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
No, I was
Uh-uh.
going. If I had the M's, I'm gonna be like, "Go, buddy, man. These proposals. I'm for the party all night." He would
All right.
do. But
Okay.
you gotta look at it different though too. It's all a different ball game, man. When you got money, don't have money, because when you have money like that, you're not gonna think the same about it. So it's like you go out and almost like buy a woman or something, but you run across the right woman though. But it's just
R-
that money change the way how you think. So if you got that, you're gonna look for that high class woman. You ain't gonna look for that lower class woman.
That
You
facts.
know. So it
Now,
that's a,
all it all the it all work its way around the table of it. How you look
but
at it.
there
now,
you
now,
go.
let me paint this picture. Now, if you just said it, you gonna go higher. You gonna go higher. You gonna do this. You gonna look for somebody that's equivalent to you, which is fine, which is good. But when you got that bread like that, you're more worried about love. Love becomes your first priority. You're like, okay, is she with me? Is she hanging around because I got all of this, or is she want me? Is she hanging around me and with me
E-
because she loves me?
Exactly.
Lo-
If you not dealing with somebody equally yoked, exactly. But
Oh,
if you dealing where you at, they
But
ain't
that
worried about bread.
but that also brings back to like what I said, and I'm not I don't agree with you, but equally yoked don't have to mean level of status.
status, facts.
You see what I'm
I
saying?
understand it can be
hmm
spiritual and all that. There's nothing wrong with
But
that.
that's what ties and holds things together. It's
Yeah,
not the fact of the spirituality, it's the fact of, okay, do we connect on a level of, if I see you down, I'm gonna do everything in my power to lift you up, and if I see you down, I'm gonna do everything in my power to lift you up. People with them M's don't really care about lifting up, because I got M's. For one, I can buy myself out of situations,
Yeah.
or I can make
yeah.
myself feel good about what I can pay for. That's where my thought process around it. I think you have to really learn how to understand a person, and I mean, even if you got M's. So I'm just gonna hypothetically say this: if I was a millionaire, I would still take somebody out to eat at a Los Tios, Gringos. I mean, you name
Right,
it. I'm gonna take them
right.
out on that level. They're not gonna get that, Morton's, Eddie V, because I want to see how you are. A lot's gonna tell me with how you react with where we go. Now, again, the benefit is what I have bringing to the table to the interest that I have been drawn to in you. And that's going to come from conversation. That's going to come from, what are your ambitions? What are your dreams? What do you want to do? That's what's going to lead me to, okay, now you're opening my heart. You're not going to get it right away, but my heart is now opening. So that's why I say it's hard to just, even if you, well, I know if you got M's, you're gonna think differently. I get that. I want to have them M's myself, but at the same time, I'm not gonna discredit who somebody is, because you always got to look back. Like, well, how did I get to where I am? Did I have to struggle and all that stuff? And everybody don't get the same opportunities.
Let
Now,
me get it right. We can build together.
okay, okay.
We can build together. There's nothing wrong with that.
hmm
But we do need to have the same mindset.
And what's that mindset?
The mindset is whether spiritually we together, mentally, physically, and then what we trying to do financially. So we can build, but me being up here and then I'm going down, or, yeah, that's not saying you can't find nobody. I'm not saying that.
Right,
No,
right.
I'm
we
just
know.
saying I feel it's harder. I
Mm-hmm.
feel it's harder when you get out here in the real world. You need to be with somebody, and y'all need to be on the same page. Whether
Right.
if y'all started from the bottom, we build up together.
Yeah.
But if I'm up here, it's hard when you're dealing with somebody down here. That's what you mean. You got to bring them up.
Now
That's a little difficult,
And if you love them, though, you're gonna bring them up.
you're gonna
Oh
bring
yeah.
no
them up.
doubt.
Yeah.
But
You
what we was talking about was that the white folks, they don't really deal like that. Think
right,
about it. Think about when you was in school, Doug or Jason. You didn't
right,
see the dudes that had bread dealing with that.
But the
And
thing,
then when they
Mhm.
go off to college, they married. They both got a degree or something, or they farming or something, and
Yeah.
they get their chips up.
now,
And
now,
I feel like we just don't be taught to look at it like that. We looking at love, but man, sometimes love just ain't everything.
now,
But then for them, they was taught that, and that's the way they growed up. They seen their parents talked about what they made at, and then when they got money, it's different though. So they looking for that too because they don't want to struggle, you know.
Right, right.
So
That's the thing.
that's the way they look at it. But then you gotta look at the point too. When the money gone, the old lady's gone.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
some that had it and shit. They divorced.
Hmm.
I don't think none of us up here want to struggle.
Right.
But us being black people, we equipped with the fortitude to know how to go through the struggle. We're not
Yeah,
gonna give up on our partner.
but that
But
Yeah.
we
struggle.
don't want to struggle.
Yeah, but that struggle was what make you a man. Cause I know somebody said they struggled one time. He wanted to kill himself. He didn't know how to go through it. So
He wasn't black.
when you
He
learn that,
wasn't black.
it make you stronger.
He wasn't black though, was he?
He was a black guy. He said he couldn't
He
handle it
wanted to kill
because
himself?
he said he never been through that. He had everything handed to him. I told him on my end I had to work for it. So if I
He
gotta do it all
thought
over again, I'm gonna do it again, work for it. You know, because it make you stronger. You got some people that can't handle it, man. And then
You
too, we
right.
gotta look at it. Money ain't everything either though. It's just
You
good from
right.
inside.
You
no,
You
right.
it's
know,
not.
it
Now
ain't, you know, it can spoil you. It's a good thing, the bad thing to have it.
let me ask you this, T. Now and I said this. I'm a reciprocate. I'm gonna flip this thing. All right. Now, if you were dirt poor and you didn't have nothing, and that was just your niche. That's what you was brought up in, raised in. What do you date? What do you go after then? Do you go after somebody that's dirt poor, or do you go up for somebody that can help you or be beneficial to you? What do you date then? Do you date on the dirt poor level? Cause you wanted to date on that level if you was up and had M's. And I'm just asking a
Yeah,
question.
yeah, you do. If you don't have no drive in yourself, yes, you do, no doubt. Now, if you trying to do something, because your situation don't have to determine your destination.
Mm.
Hmm,
So, all
all
right
right.
now.
All right.
So now, if you trying to get somewhere, you gonna better yourself. Now, if you want to keep doing what you doing and how you grew up and you feel that's cool, then you stay doing on that level. So that's my answer to that.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so
Okay.
let me say this.
Yeah.
I guess if you really looked at it from a big picture, I would have to consider myself lucky because my wife, a couple of her previous dudes she dealt with, one was a professional baseball player, one was a GM for the Texans, and then went on to be for the Redskins. Now, what money can also do is bring control. And, one, not all women roll just because of the money. So that's why I say you gotta look at the broader picture. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with what you're saying, but I'm not gonna discredit. Now, I may deal up here, but I'm not gonna discredit somebody that's gonna touch me in a way that and I don't mean physically touch, but touch me in a way that I feel that I need to be touched and I can do stuff with. So that's why I was saying that, it's not always the fact of, if you got money, you have to only deal with money because they don't need you. Essentially, when you got money, people who got money, they cherish the money they got because of
Mhm.
however they got it or whatever they did to get it, they cherish that over whoever they deal with. We see it all the time in athletes and entertainers. That money to money thing is just okay. You got
That's
M's, I
true.
got M's. But at the same time, when it boils down to real true love, it's gonna come from somebody who actually cares, actually means something, and actually wants to, like you said, they want to grow with you. That's
Yeah.
the main thing. If somebody has, your best interests at heart and they want to see you do well and they want to grow with you, and even if they're not bringing everything to the table, but they can give you small things that may encourage you. They can do things that uplift you. They can do things that tell you, you know what, I love you. Keep going, baby. You're doing all right. Man or woman. That's what you want. Somebody who's gonna humbly be able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, my wife been with me, you know, when it was tough times and good times. So, uh, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that you do need to think about that. That's all I'm gonna say. You do need to think about everything, cause money ain't everything, right? And love sure ain't everything either. Cause I can love you all day, but if we ain't going to work, these bills ain't getting paid. So that's straight up.
Now I agree
That's
100%
straight
with you
up.
on that. I agree 100%. You
Baby,
that
I
you
love you, but you laying in the bed, I'm going to work. That just ain't getting it. So,
Hey, I'm gonna tell you,
it's a balance.
I'm gonna
Mm.
say something real quick, man. I read this post over the Thanksgiving break, man. This dude, he posted a thing. It said, "I can't stand to see my woman always have to go in and pay for something whenever we go somewhere, or to buy something." He said, "So I sit my ass in the car." I'm like, dude. And you know what? You as a guy, you kind of feel it from both sides, but only way I'm gonna sit in the car and be okay with that is if you know what I'm doing as much as she doing to bring the most to us and what we
Right.
have. So
For sure, man. I think we done got through with that one, man. So, man, you are listening to the Sip Slow podcast. Dub, man, if, you know, seemed like after the election, uh, now the vaccine ready to pop off. They saying in December they ought to have something ready. So, it is your job's prerogative to where they can say, well, look, if you don't take this vaccine, you can't come to work. Uh, so how do you feel about that?
man, that's so. So first of all, I understand why they would make that a mandate. I do understand that, but at the same time, when you have rights as a human being, I mean, there are people um, who have disabilities. There are people who take other medicines. There are people who just, you know what, I don't want to deal with that. It ain't been tested enough, and so I don't feel that there should be mandate. Maybe they can do something and provide a testing procedure rather than just having to get this vaccine. Maybe they can, because if you think about it from a cost standpoint, it's going to cost the company about the same thing to test employees as it would be to purchase them vaccines to have tested. Because even if they have to send them to a clinic, that company still got to pay for that test. So I don't agree with it. One, me personally, if the testing ain't validated and battle tested, I'm not fitting to take it myself. But that's just my opinion. I don't want to feel forced into something that I don't have to. You know what? I know they got a few that you have to get it when you're born and at certain ages, but this is too new, man. This is way too new. And I know people that done got the flu shot and they've gotten the flu after that several times.
See, you thought
Yeah, he is, man. Good thing he Tyrese over there.
yeah.
That boy that got a mirror in front of him.
Man,
I look good. Touch my swag. Wish
yeah.
you would. Huh?
I thought he was gonna start singing like Maxwell. How you doing?
Ain't gonna put his hand on his chest.
Curtis Mayfield looking up.
We see you got a part.
Yeah.
You thought already. Hey, but Jay, what you think, man? What you think about that? If they
Man,
told you,
that's a hard thing right there. But to be honest, if they told me I had to get it, man, I wouldn't take it right now. I think I had to walk away from it because you don't know what's all in this stuff. Then you hear about they want to put chips in there, that micro stuff, man. So you don't know what's all kind of in that stuff, around drooling and shit. So, you know, I really want to take it. I think I'd be sitting at home or something, doing something different.
I,
You
I,
know,
and I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Uh, I also agree with Dub. I don't think that it's been tested enough. I mean, it's fresh. I mean, if they implemented that and put that into play where you had to take it, uh, I think I'll just make them terminate me and I do something different and get my unemployment until I find something else or do something else. I mean, just being realistic. You're not gonna force me into taking something that I don't know uh that what the outcome gonna be. And that's just my personal opinion on that. And I want to tell people, uh, you listening, don't be forced. Don't be forced to take this. We don't know how this gonna go and how people gonna react or what. So, you know, it take years and studying to determine uh how how these shots and how different things how we're gonna react to them. And it may long term over short term. So I'm not, and I won't take it. It's
And
just
if you
simple
are
as that.
forced and feel like you being violated, give me a call. I'll help you get your money.
I
Already,
heard that.
already. T,
Washington and Washington.
yes sir. Little 90. Go ahead, T.
Well, I mean, I respect what y'all said, uh, and agree. But me personally, man, I'm not in no position to just quit my job and sit around, look around either, because I got mouths to feed. So it's not right if it's they gonna make you do that. But I don't want to take the vaccine. I don't even take the flu shot. But man, if that's the only way I can go to work and provide, I guess y'all would have to take it. That's just where I'm coming from. Maybe y'all on another level, but right now, yeah, I would have to take it, but it's not right. It shouldn't be that way, and it probably would be those, big companies that would do that because you say, well, I quit this and go somewhere else. Chances are you go somewhere else, it's gonna be the same thing. So that's just how I see that. Uh, you all listening to the Sip Slow podcast, man. Man, over the weekend we was I was waiting on that Tyson fight, and man, I didn't even know Nate Robinson was fighting. I didn't even know he was boxing, and I see
He
Nate
didn't.
Robinson. No, I see Nate Robinson versus this what's that Logan Ryan cat or Ryan Logan or whatever his name. And I'm like, oh yeah, shit, Nate gonna go in there and do his thing. I know he ain't no boxer, but he probably been training, doing his little thing. Jay, man, look, ooh,
Man, I stay up and watch this stuff, man. I give him credit, man. His unit was nice. He came out a nice unit.
You an asshole, Mo.
oh, man.
I think he kind of rushed it though, man. He was coming out trying to be too aggressive, man, but he just got a couple of hits and clocked him though, man. He should stick to basketball, maybe do baseball or MTV Cribs or something, but I don't think he's ready for that ring though, man. But I give him a little effort for going out there doing it, man. Clean and stuff, and had his hair twisted and shit. So he went to bed
Yeah,
early. So
Yeah, I agree with you, Ken folk. Now I like Nate. Nate a live little athlete. Always been. I mean, just a true straight athlete. Jump out the gym, strong, fast.
he
He can
played
ball.
DB in college.
Yeah, college, play football. He just he
You
nice,
dub.
and I have to give him his credit. a lot of people won't step outside of their comfort zone and try something. Now, ultimately, everybody went hard on him because he got knocked out. But I'd like to give him props for that journey. Boxing is a whole nother animal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you start boxing and doing martial arts combatives, it's a whole nother monster. It take a whole lot more than just athleticism. And you could play basketball, you could play football, you could play baseball, you could play golf, but you can't play boxing. And boxing real. So,
Yeah.
but I say, I commend him from going outside of his comfort zone and trying something new. And he know it's not him. He got he got it, and it shows. You could be an athlete, you could be that boxing, that fighting. It's different, and I know everybody was clowning him and stuff, and the memes and all of that. But a lot of them wouldn't do it. A lot of them cats, you got people on football play football and just say, okay, well, I'm a receiver. They won't even try another position. So so I give him credit for his effort, and he could go back to the drawing board or whatever he got going or do something else or something. But leave that boxing alone.
I'll get a different trainer.
Oh man,
that boy was using Macafool for his trainer, man.
man.
No, I feel the same way as you do. I mean, I give him an E for effort. I got a good friend of mine who's a professional fighter. He actually trains with Mayweather, but he told me, he was like, "Listen, man, you can know how to street fight all you want, backyard fight, whatever you want to call it, but when you step in that ring and go up against, and I'm not saying that the dude named, he was Jake Paul. My kids told me, but when you go up against somebody who is trained." And when I say he's not the most trained, but he's more trained than Nate Robinson, when you go up against somebody like that, man, you can't go in there trying to just fight, because the boxer, man, they know what to look for, your positioning, how you swing and how you move and everything. And Nate just happened to run into somebody who was just more prepared than what he was. And so I give him an E for effort. I give him an A for his payday. I think he earned over $500,000-$600,000. But man, stay in your lane. I'm all about that, man. Especially as I get older. Even if a fight faced me, I'm not finna sit up here and fight nobody. That's just something I don't want to do. Even if it's for charity, if it's for whatever the case may be. I got other stuff that I got to take care of, and people that depend on me. So I ain't finna sit up here and go and get myself hurt. But he made himself popular. I can tell you that much.
Oh yeah.
I can't. Just what you said. You can't get out there and you not prepared. So I saw the ding ding, Nate running, and then like he trying to tackle, like, man, this ain't football, and the white boy was just staying in this little game, but Nate kept running at him. I was like, oh man, this, I think what he should have did was what Roy Jones did, just held him. Let the referee break you up. A little punches, move a little bit, hold him again.
At least make it 3 rounds.
He might would have got out of there.
Yeah, he would have.
He running, he trying to punch. And man, the first little knockdown, I was like, all right, I think old boy hit him in the back of the head. That's kind of wild.
Yeah.
All right.
He did, but he hit him hard.
I think right then they really didn't want to do nothing else. But, you on TV and all that. You get back up. man, and the white boy pieced him. And I was my wife was in the shower, right? And so the fight was over. And you know it's late and I'm laughing. She like, oh. And I'm trying to keep it in because I don't want, she might think I'm doing something, you know what I mean? So I'm like, shit. So she like, who got you laughing? And I'm like, man, this Negro got knocked out. Snoop Dogg was singing a church hymn. on the he was singing the church hymn on the first one. He was some old Lord song. I mean, he was singing it.
Yeah.
And then and when old boy pieced him and knocked him out, Snoop said, "Oh Lord." I told my wife, we was in the bed, I say, man, no, we was in the front. I say, man, this dude about to be on memes. They about to clown this dude. And I swear, a couple minutes later, I'm on Twitter. Man, they memed him up. Man, and John put in the chat that he set us back as a race. Man, I was crying. And my old lady, so she got out the shower. We sitting on the couch. She laying on me, and I'm showing her. Goddamn, she started laughing. I'm like, man, I don't know how you can live this down. I don't know. I feel for the brother.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, because the whole world looking at him. You just said you commend him on, trying to do his thing. So you gotta feel for him. I mean,
so here's the thing. He's a professional in sports and entertainment. He knew what he was getting himself into. I commended him because he took that chance and tried something different. Yeah. I think he knew his chances of winning were very slim. I think he knew that.
Hey, and my middle boy watched the fight, and he was hollering. He said, "Why didn't he stop the fight?" He said, "Throw the towel." That's what K was hollering. He hit him. I'm in the room watching. He was like, "Throw the towel, son." I'm thinking he tripping.
Man, he pieced him, and Snoop said, "Oh Lord, man, that was it. That was it, man.
That fight ended so quick they had to give Snoop another concert series. My kids was laughing.
Hey, I told T, I said, man, he just set us back 50 years, man.
Yeah, you ain't lying, shit. Damn, the part of 60 shit with that.
Y'all saw the meme. You remember Ali? They had the photo with him had his arm like that.
Yeah,
he knocked him out.
Yeah. So
they had the white boy like that. Him and Ali side by side with Nate on the ground, man. It's wild.
You see the one with Tyson and Jones in the ring? They got him laying behind him.
Yeah, man, that shit funny.
I ain't seen that.
Yeah.
They said he was still knocked out on the floor.
Yeah.
Cold right there.
The one I put in the group, my cousin did on IG. The one with him, the logo, NBA logo.
Man.
Yeah,
that was wild.
They say never box again.
Yeah,
man.
Man, since you said Snoop, I'm gonna give a quick shout out again, man, to that boy Snoop. Man, his wine, that Cali Red, 19 Crimes, man, give it a try. You can probably find it.
Where you got that at? Total Wine or somewhere?
Man, I'm a Total Wine dude, man. I love that place. I'm trying to get me a part-time job there, actually.
He sound like L almost.
We need a sponsorship.
I'm gonna have to do that, man.
Yeah, we need a sponsorship. We'll shout them out. But man,
that was funny.
So real quick, I think they got over on Tyson, man. There's no way that was a draw.
Yeah.
I don't even think that was going to be a chance from the get-go. It was because it was for promotion. It was for charity. So they were going to do everything to make it just as equal as possible. But Tyson was throwing a couple of haymakers, man, that landed. I don't know.
I think he held back. I think he could have Probably knocked him out, but he kind of held back.
And for 54 years old, man, Cuz still can go, man.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
still
I want to
can.
get in the ring with him. He was moving. He was throwing
So
some good body blows too, man. So
If they'd have did one more minute,
come on, Dub.
Man, if I had a seen
Come on, get me off of this thing, man.
man, my bad, man.
we
That's
thought you
that
wanted
whiskey
it, Cuz.
sour, man. It done got too sour for me.
It done got big. Drink done got big.
Hey. No,
Uh,
I got you. My bad.
now, so do y'all think Tyson can? I know he wanted to fight somebody else a little more serious. Uh, do y'all think, from what y'all saw, he's ready for a more serious fight, or he needs to chill?
uh, I'm gonna say no. I'm a big Tyson fan, big boxing fan. Uh, I say I and I think he agreed. He said he wanted to kind of keep it on that level, kind of keep it on that side, and I agree with that with him and agree with that. I think that he should just stay. I mean, he looked good. He looked sharp. He looked strong. He's in shape. But Father Time got away. And if you put him in there with a younger cat, bigger cat, younger, taller, bigger cat, that's gonna lay on him and grab him more. And then you add that extra minute, 3 minute round. I think that might take a toll on him later on, and especially if that person's a puncher.
Uh, Smooth, man, you right. Holyfield said that he wanted to fight him. But let me say this. I want y'all to listen real closely.
Go ahead, T.
Yeah, Mike Tyson was nice. Thank you, Doug. But Mike Tyson didn't do shit with people that want to fight back. So all this amping Mike Tyson up. Mike Tyson didn't do nothing with Holyfield, Lennox Lewis. He beat a lot of sorry cats. Now, y'all ain't
Whoa.
gotta at me, and y'all ain't gotta get in your feelings. But I said what I said, and the numbers back it up. Who did Mike Tyson beat that was solid? Silence
Who
and
else was back?
sound.
Who else
Silence
was
and
winning back
sound.
then? Who else was
Well, when
winning
he
back then
fought the
like Tyson?
when he fought the cats that was solid, he got his ass whooped. Now you could say he could have stayed with Customato and Atlas and all that. He might would have been heavy. But when he got in there with them real boys, when he wasn't fighting these old cats and cats that were scared of him, he got beat. I don't care how thorough he is out here in these streets. Evander Holyfield put something on him. Lewis put something on him.
To you,
And that's just straight up.
to you about to drive me, fam.
Well, it's the truth. Because he knocked out some people in the first, second round. I mean, yeah, that's cool. But at the end of the day, the real cats put something on his ass. Ain't nothing y'all can say about that.
Well, he beat Holyfield one time, and Holyfield came back and
He
beat
ain't
him.
never beat Holyfield.
Yeah, he beat Holyfield before.
No.
Come on,
He bit
T.
his ear off.
I think Tyson
That's
could beat
it.
Holyfield.
Holyfield came and took the title. He came back, bit his ear.
Man.
If I'm lying, y'all tell me I'm lying.
Ain't Tim. If I thought they went 1-1.
Nah, man. Mike Tyson
So
didn't do
let me
shit
ask you this:
against somebody that got on his ass.
how many times did Holyfield fight Tyson?
Twice.
How many times Lewis fought Tyson? Once.
Shit, probably twice.
Here's my only thing. You're absolutely correct, T. Uh,
I know
the
I
thing
am.
is, when did they catch? When did they Tyson though? They caught him towards
Hey,
the end.
and that
Hold
I
on. Boxing
understand
take a
that.
different toll on you. It take a different
I,
toll. Now, I'm not saying that that's
I
a reason
understand.
he lost. I'm not saying that's a reason he lost, but look when they caught him. They wasn't fighting him though when he was,
Yeah,
They caught him after he
younger
came out
Tyson.
of prison.
yeah, he had been.
But
That's different. I mean, it
But
threw off everything.
I mean, he had
Buster
been out.
Douglas
He
caught
had,
him when he
he
was
had been.
right.
Yeah,
Buster Douglas caught him when he was right. He put
Buster
them
did catch
paws on him. He
And
put them
Buster.
paws on
Yeah,
him.
nobody
All right,
said you
you
can't
can't say
lose, but
nothing
at the
else.
same time,
yeah.
the other losses came when he had just, this man been in prison.
I,
He ain't been,
he
it's a
wasn't
whole
in
different
prison
ball
when
game
Buster.
then.
He wasn't in prison when
No,
Buster Douglas knocked him out.
that's why I said ain't nobody saying you can't lose. I'm saying that when he got beat by Holyfield and whatchamacallit, he was out of prison. Buster Douglas beat his ass.
But okay, you got people like John who's amped up on Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson beat a lot of sorry cats. Buster Douglas knocked him out, right? Then Buster Douglas got knocked out by what? Michael Moore or somebody? Michael
Somebody
Moore
like
got
that.
knocked out by George Foreman.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'm everywhere. Then here come Tyson out of prison. He beat up some McNeely cat, little white dude, knocked him out.
McNeely had
Then
green
he
trunks on.
then he beat somebody else. They thinking he back. Well, when he get in there with the real boys, he can't do nothing. He beat up a lot of old washed up fighters to get his record to what it was. Now you can sit here and say I'm wrong, but I'm speaking facts right now.
At the end of the day, at the end of the day, Tyson was once and still is today one of the baddest men on the planet.
Yeah.
and and if anybody get in there with him right now, I don't care. Right now, at what he 50, 54, 53, 54,
54.
if they get in there with him right
50
now.
enough.
He'll twist your average man get in there off the streets right now. You get a 20-year-old. He
No,
gonna
we're not off the streets right now. Holyfield or whoop Tyson.
nah.
On guard them.
Nah. Hey, well, if they
That's
fight,
on guard in them. If they
hey,
fight, we'll put something on it.
okay, that's what we're gonna do then. That we'll say that. That's what we're gonna do then, T. See, you ain't T.
Already. And I ain't no boxing cat, but I'm tired of niggas amping up Mike Tyson. Mike
Tyson.
Tyson ain't shit.
So what do you think about Mayweather?
Mayweather solid. I respect what he done, and that ain't my brand of boxing, but I respect what he done. I respect that he made himself a boss. So you can't knock that.
So coming back to Tyson, so Mayweather fought who was quote quote legit, correct?
Well, they
During
claim he
his
kind of
time of
ducked
his
people.
win. They
They
claim,
claim he kind of
but
ducked people,
that's
but
who he fought.
right.
So who outside of like Buster Douglas, Holyfield, and that other fighter that beat Tyson, who outside of them were elite fighters at that time?
Well, Mike Tyson got 6 losses, so uh, he lost maybe what I guess 2 to Holyfield, maybe 2 to Lewis, and then later
Of
on
course,
he
that's the
got
other.
thrown. But at the end of the day, like I said, Mike Tyson didn't fight nobody coming up.
Well, that's what I'm
So
saying though. Like how much of that did he truly have control over? I'm not saying that you're wrong by no means. I don't think he beat anybody that was relevant either. I don't think that. I like Tyson's grimy, hard nosed style of fighting. That's what I do like about Tyson. He gonna come out to try to beat your ass one way or the other.
Yeah.
Did he fight
Yeah.
anybody? No. But at
No.
the same time, I look at Mayweather, who I like Mayweather. I like his style. I mean, makes sense to me because I mean, I wouldn't want to be talking like. I mean, he saved his head. He don't take no punch. He don't take many punches.
Right.
But he also wins, and so
That's the name of the game. Like
fight during the time. So it's kind of a situation he had to deal with of the time he was in. But when he went up against those dogs, he found himself
right
in a battle. I mean, I think there's still some cats that Mayweather could have fought that probably could have given him more of a challenge than anything. I like Mayweather. I think De La Hoya beat him that last time they fought. That's my perspective. I thought De La Hoya probably got that fight, but he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And so again, with Tyson, I would count those Buster Douglas losses like Buster whooped him when he was in his prime. You know, Holyfield and Lewis whooped him after prison, which I don't really look at. That's like Jordan coming back after baseball.
Well, he shouldn't have got in the ring.
He shouldn't have.
But and one thing about Mayweather is that he's undefeated, and he didn't take no breaks, and you gotta respect that. You know, you got.
First
you
of all, I
gotta
respect any nigga that get in that ring and fight.
For sure.
Them niggas crazy.
Tyson's still my dude.
It's all love, man. Ain't nothing personal. Be easy. It ain't like that.
Mayweather, Parnell, Whitaker. Yeah, them my Sweet Pea, them my dudes. So Roy Jones, back in his prime.
Roy Jones shouldn't even got out there, man. He was just.
Hey, Roy did that no looker though. You said no look punch.
Yeah.
He's gonna pass.
He ain't want nothing. He ain't want that smoke. He
but
got
don't
that
get
bag,
it twisted.
Though.
Don't get twisted. Roy Jones was a beast in his prime.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Back in his prime, man.
One of the best.
Roy Jones beat some dogs too.
Yes.
No doubt. That's why I was like, prime. To me, it just wasn't fair for him to be up against Tyson, but But you are listening to the Sip So podcast. So, Doug, man, what's your surprising teams of the week? Dude.
I got to go back to my old faithfuls, man. I'm a Patriots fan, tried and true, and we were down 10 to them Cardinals. Cardinals is a tough team, believe it or not. They're a playoff team and potentially a Super Bowl contender out of that. What is that? The NFC West,
right?
I would say a young, thriving team, and we came back. I mean, it wasn't pretty, but at the end, when it was 0-0-0, we won. So I'm gonna go with my Patriots, man.
No. Already. You know what? Fam? It's funny that you say that because I was glad to see the Patriots, come back myself. Let me quit playing. But
speak your mind. Speak your mind.
I'm gonna have to say the Pats too, man. They come back. I hope they can ease off in now. I hope they can ease off in the playoffs, man. It's gonna be tough, but man, if they could get in there, it'll be nice, man. I know they're doing nine teams this year instead of 8.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, do your research.
That means your Broncos can slide.
Yeah. But yeah, that's who I say. I hate. On the other hand, I hate Northwestern lost. I was pulling for them. They've been making a lot of noise.
Who beat them? Yeah. Oh, okay. I got it.
Yeah. So Yeah. Other than that, that's where it was some good ball this weekend.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go with the best running back in the game right now, man, and dude for the Tennessee Titan, Henry, man. You know, the guy that's running the ball hard, man. And they just blow coach out, but he hard to stop, man.
Yeah, they.
That's the best running back in the league is Davin Cook
I don't know,
for the
cuz
state Seminole,
I
but
don't know,
that's
cuz
a different conversation.
yeah, I don't think Cook
Man,
is
they
Uh,
doing too
lost to
much right
Dallas,
now.
man.
Man, yeah.
it ain't his fault.
Cook. hey,
But they
hey,
lost.
Cook.
Davin Cook is a beast.
Hey,
They
Cook
still
was.
lost.
Davin
He
Cook
didn't.
is a beast.
He didn't cook the weekend. He barbecued.
Yeah,
Titus
He
a
slow
lost too.
smoked.
Uh, I'm gonna like John said. I'm gonna go with Michigan State beating Northwestern. You got a black coach there, uh, Mel Tucker, who was the defensive coordinator for the Georgia Bulldogs. He went to Colorado last year, became their head coach, and ended up taking the once Mike D'Antoni. Well, D'Antonio was he quit over there in Michigan State, so that was a big win for him, Mel Tucker. Also, the NFL. This ain't no surprising team, but I'm just gonna get it off. You know, the Broncos didn't have no quarterbacks yesterday. I don't see how they decided that they was gonna let that game be played. So shout out to my boys for having a practice squad receiver who hadn't even been playing ball that people in the office didn't even know who he was. Shout out for him and us just going out there playing with heart, man. That was a tall task to play against the Saints. Uh, NFL need to do better, man. They all about that bread.
hey, but G,
So, huh?
you made a good point because I'm gonna tell you why they keep pushing the Steelers and Ravens game back because they want Lamar to play in that game.
Yeah,
It's all politics, man.
It's
So
yeah.
political.
It's all politics,
it's all
man.
politics. They keep pushing it back so he could play, so they could beat the Steelers, but they don't go undefeated. They got all this shit playing out. That's what you're
They
right.
not
What you
they not
said.
gonna beat the Steelers though.
Yeah, they not.
And we talked about this in previous episodes about why players playing or why they making these teams play. Right now, it's crazy. My team in the college Florida State Seminoles, this 2 weeks in a row, a game has been canceled because they don't have enough men to really uh, fill out the roster. Man, it might be time to shut it down, but it's about that bread. So, Duke, man, what did you learn today?
Man, I learned that no matter what happens with this COVID shot, you made a great point. The reality of it is sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So, you know, uh sometimes we could be prideful, uh egotistical, but yeah, we gotta do what we gotta do sometimes. That's what I
For sure.
learned.
Doug.
And I learned that no matter how confident you are, it's best you stay in your lane. Because Nate Robinson showed us this week what a true professional
Man,
and at the highest level can be as
man,
confident as he could be and still be able to lay his ass down and go to sleep before the fight is over.
man, man. I learned two things today. I learned, for one, watch who you deal with. You know, you gotta watch these people you deal with. And the second thing I learned was that Nate Robinson came out in a nice unit.
Hey, you know, that's a
Shout
good one,
out,
though,
shout
man. You
out to
took it from
Mo
me,
on
though, man.
that one.
You took that from me. But I learned too, man. Iron Mike didn't fight nobody, man.
Shit.
Only Nelson
Nobody.
got on him. So yeah,
Nobody. He ain't fight nobody.
Hey,
But
Mo, go look back at his records and look at it at his fight. He fought some people. He just was
yeah,
that man at that time, bro.
man, we appreciate y'all. If you watching us live, we appreciate it. Like it. If you catching this on YouTube, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell button for the notifications. Um, Also, we on that Anchor, we on that Spotify, we on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts for just the audio version. Um, Follow us on Facebook, Sipsto Podcast, IG, Sipsto Podcast, and we appreciate it. Dub,
Man, I just want to say thank you all for the birthday wishes and shout out. It means a lot. As we get older, things aren't the same all the time anymore. But most of all, I'm just most grateful, be thankful, and be still here and healthy as it can be, man. I appreciate all of y'all though.
for sure. JT, dude.
Man,
I'm good.
yeah, me too. I'm rocking with the slip slow.
Already, man. But like I say, man, we appreciate everything. Like, share, subscribe. Uh, on the YouTube channel, you can put some messages down there. Something you want us to talk about. Any feedback, we welcome that. And once again, man, y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us. We appreciate that. As always, we're gonna sip slow and we're gonna live fast.